FC Barcelona are ending the season in total glory. Between Robert Lewandowski's emotional farewell at Spotify Camp Nou, Rafinha's stunning performances against Real Betis, Ferran Torres' incredible goal-scoring form, Lamine Yamal's heartfelt tribute, and Hansi Flick's powerful post-match comments, the Blaugrana are dominating football headlines across Europe. Already crowned La Liga champions, Barcelona delivered another spectacular performance in front of their fans with a 3-1 victory over Real Betis. Rafinha stole the show with a brilliant brace, Joao Cancelo added another goal, and Lewandowski received a legendary standing ovation during his final home appearance after 4 unforgettable seasons, 119 goals and multiple trophies with the Catalan Giants. But that's not all. Hansi Flick revealed emotional details about Lewandowski's goodbye, praised Rafinha's incredible impact, discussed Joao Cancelo's uncertain future, and admitted replacing Lewandowski will be one of Barcelona's biggest challenges moving forward. Meanwhile, Barcelona have also received massive financial news. Lewandowski's departure is expected to free up nearly €24 million from the wage bill, pushing the club closer to finally returning to La Liga's famous 1:1 financial rule, a move that could completely transform Barca's transfer plans next summer. And in another emotional moment, teenage superstar Lamine Yamal posted a one-word tribute to Lewandowski after the match: legend. A message that perfectly captured what the Polish striker means to Barcelona fans and the entire squad. To make the night even more historic, Deniz Aitken, the referee from Barcelona's famous 6-1 remontada against PSG in 2017, officially retired from football at the age of 47, closing one of the most controversial chapters in Champions League history. Between emotion, records, transfer drama, financial recovery, and a new generation ready to lead the club into the future, Barcelona are officially entering a brand new era under Hansi Flick. Flick talks Lewandowski, Rafinha, Cancelo, transfer plans, unbeaten home record after Barcelona 3-1 Real Betis. Barcelona manager Hansi Flick was full of pride and emotion after his side closed out their final La Liga home game of the season with an impressive 3-1 victory over Real Betis. The result capped off a remarkable domestic campaign at home for Barcelona, who managed to remain unbeaten across all league matches played at 3 different stadiums throughout the 2025-26 season. Goals from Rafinha and Joao Cancelo ensured the Catalans ended their home campaign in style, but much of the attention after the match focused on the emotional farewell to Robert Lewandowski, who played his final home game for the club. Speaking after the win, Flick praised both the players and the supporters for helping Barcelona maintain such an impressive record throughout the season. "I'm really happy and proud of what the team has achieved. It's incredible to have won 19 home games. It's down to the connection with the fans and the atmosphere at Camp Nou, which always gives us that extra boost." Flick also added, "It's down to the team and the connection with the fans. It's an incredible feeling. It gives us an extra 10%. The fans know when we need them." Lewandowski's farewell. The evening became even more emotional with Lewandowski saying goodbye to the home supporters after an unforgettable spell at Barcelona. Reflecting on the striker's farewell, Flick admitted, "I think it was a perfect farewell. It was very emotional. You could see that he carries Barca in his heart. I'm very grateful to Robert. He's a fantastic person and a world-class player." One of the biggest talking points surrounding Barcelona heading into next season is who will eventually replace Lewandowski in attack. Flick made it clear that finding another player capable of offering the same impact will not be easy for the club. For the last 20 years he's been the best number 9 in the world, and it won't be easy to find his replacement. We need a number 9 who's connected with the team, but above all, one who scores goals. He's given us incredible moments, goals and titles. We'll miss him. All of us. He's a world-class player and a good person. Despite the uncertainty surrounding Barcelona's attacking future, Flick still sounded confident about the quality already inside the squad. "Next season we'll have the quality to achieve all our goals." On Cancelo and Rafinha. One player whose future remains uncertain is Joao Cancelo. The Portuguese fullback is currently on loan from Al Hilal, and Flick made it clear he values the defender highly. "Everyone has seen what Cancelo has brought to the team. I rate him very highly, but it's not easy and Deco has to manage the situation. We'll have to wait and see, but he's a fantastic player." Flick also reserved special praise for Rafinha after the Brazilian starred with 2 goals on the night. "He's very important to us. At this level he's incredible. I'm very happy he's back. We missed him when he was away, but the team coped well and it was brilliant to win the league despite the injuries. The team knew how to step up," he concluded. Source: Mundo Deportivo. Barcelona closing in on La Liga 1:1 status after major salary relief. Robert Lewandowski's departure marks the end of an unforgettable era at Barcelona. After saying goodbye to the fans during his final match at the Spotify Camp Nou, the Polish striker leaves the club as one of the most important players of the modern Barca generation. There's no doubt Barcelona will lose a world-class goalscorer and a true leader on the pitch. Replacing a striker of Lewandowski's quality, experience and mentality will be one of the biggest challenges for the club heading into next season. But while his exit is a huge sporting loss, it could also become a massive financial advantage for the Catalans. According to reports, Lewandowski's departure significantly improves Barcelona's chances of finally returning to La Liga's famous 1:1 financial rule next summer. That would be enormous for the club. In recent years, Barcelona have struggled under strict financial fair play restrictions, limiting their ability to sign players freely. Now, with Lewandowski's salary removed from the wage bill, the Blaugrana are moving closer to full financial flexibility again. If the 1:1 rule is officially restored, Barcelona will finally be able to reinvest all the money they save and earn into new signings, something that could completely change their transfer strategy this summer. The Polish striker was earning close to €24 million gross in this final season of his contract, and this amount will now be removed from Barcelona's wage bill for the 2026-27 campaign. In addition to Lewandowski's exit, the club is also working on other cost-cutting measures internally, which further improve their financial fair play situation ahead of the summer transfer window. Meanwhile, income generated from the redevelopment of the Spotify Camp Nou is also expected to continue increasing. The remaining phases of the stadium project, including the expansion of the VIP seating areas, are set to progress next season and are projected to bring significant revenue to the club in the long run. Another major boost has come from the club's auditor recently authorizing recognition of the remaining €71 million linked to the VIP seats operation, which had been pending for some time. All of these factors combined now place Barcelona in the best possible position to finally return to the long-awaited 1:1 rule. This would be a massive development for the Catalans, especially considering the restrictions they have been forced to operate under in recent years. Up until now, Barcelona could only reinvest a limited percentage of the wages freed up from outgoing players and the money generated through player sales because they were not compliant with La Liga's financial fair play regulations. Once the 1:1 rule is officially restored, those limitations will disappear, meaning Barcelona will be able to use 100% of the salary space freed up by departures, as well as the full amount generated from transfer fees, towards new signings. Barcelona are now entering a completely new era after Robert Lewandowski's departure. With his massive salary removed from the wage bill, the club will finally have more financial freedom to chase big transfer targets next summer, especially a new world-class striker to lead the attack in the future. But beyond the football and finances, Lewandowski's farewell at Camp Nou became one of the most emotional moments of the season. The Polish legend played his final home game in front of the Barcelona fans as the entire stadium celebrated everything he achieved for the club over the last 4 years. Even injured teenager Lamine Yamal made sure to show his respect. Watching from the stands during Barcelona's 3-1 win over Real Betis, the young superstar posted a heartfelt message on Instagram, calling Lewandowski simply a legend, after seeing him wave goodbye to the supporters. When Lewandowski left the pitch late in the match, the emotions were impossible to hide. Fans, teammates and staff gave him a standing ovation as he thanked the crowd and reminded everyone, "Once a Culer, always a Culer." It was the perfect goodbye for one of Barcelona's greatest modern strikers, a player who helped rebuild the club during difficult times and leaves behind goals, trophies, unforgettable memories, and the respect of an entire generation of Barca fans. Barcelona's season is ending in the most emotional and historic way possible. Lewandowski says goodbye as a true club legend. Rafinha continues proving he's one of the best players in Europe, and young stars like Lamine Yamal are already preparing to carry the club into a new generation. At the same time, Hansi Flick has given fans massive hope for the future, while Barcelona's improving financial situation could finally allow the club to compete aggressively again in the transfer market under La Liga's 1:1 rule. With records broken, legends leaving, young talents rising and major changes coming this summer, one thing is certain: the next chapter of FC Barcelona could be absolutely explosive.